Chickies? It's been a while since we've kind of just gotten ready together. Today we're just going to be playing around with some new makeup, some products which I've also been enjoying. We're heading out later this evening. In case you're new here, I'm Christine and this channel is dedicated to all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle vlogs. Would greatly appreciate it if you would please subscribe and be a part of the Chickie crew. Also, don't forget to hit that bell to be notified of new videos. I couldn't find the other part to this ice roller, so I just rolled it underneath the eyes, you know, to help depuff them. Already applied the under eye gel just to help keep it moisturized and depuff it as well, and also a vitamin C serum. This is the one that I use from Replenix. It's a vitamin C serum. Just apply a few drops and then pat it into the skin. Also, please comment below if you enjoy these types of videos where we're just hanging out, getting ready together. I've noticed with moisturizers, because my skin is so oily, especially the T-zone, it just making the foundation feel really thick and heavy. Even if it's the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better, it just feels really heavy on the skin once it meshes with my natural body chemistry. Depending on what foundation I'm using, but today we're going to be applying this. It's from Supergoop. It's the Glow Screen with SPF. Even though we are heading out later this evening, I do like the way how this sits on the skin, especially on the cheek area. Do apply it also just everywhere else, because when we're driving out, it's gonna be traffic and there's definitely still gonna be sun, so we want to apply this. It is reflective, so if you have skin texture, that's the only bad thing, because I do have texture here for the pores and on the chin. We're going to use another product which will help combat that. Before we move on, let me apply a bit of this I Do Care Plush Party. It's like a lip mask. I mean, it's almost gone. Just need to apply it to the lips, so the lip product goes on smoothly later. Primer this evening. I've been also really enjoying this combination. It's from the drugstore. It's from Wet n Wild. It's their 5-in-1 Essence Liquid Primer Base, and it's supposed to smooth, condition, refine pores, balance, and it prolongs your makeup. So with this product, you're supposed to shake it up. You can hear it. It's liquidy, right? A few drops. 3, 4, 5. Place it. I like to place it on the T-zone because it does help with that area where we have the texture, and also here on the chin. But you'll see how smoothly the foundation goes on over this product. And you're supposed to let it set into the skin for about a minute, because we're going to be heading out to an event. We want something full coverage, no flashback, but you still want it lightweight. Foundation of choice is from KVD, the Good Apple Serum Full Coverage Serum Foundation in the shade Medium 54. This does have mixed reviews, but personally I do like it for right now. It's full coverage. To blend it out with a sponge, it's buildable, but it looks beautiful on the skin. It looks very skin-like. You just don't want to go heavy-handed with it. That's the only thing about this foundation, because it can look cakey. And I don't like to apply this with a brush. It looks cakey on the skin, but with a damp sponge, it's okay. It's gonna bring it down the neck. Some people have said that this foundation is too drying. I personally don't find that problem with it. The T-zone does get pretty oily with this. I have to blot throughout the night. Appreciate the way how this sits on the skin and how it looks in photos, on video, and in person. Already filmed a whole review on this foundation. I'll link it up in the card area and also down below in the description box in case you're interested. I wouldn't wear this foundation during the summertime because it's gonna be an oil slick on the T-zone, but right now it's all good. Really have been enjoying the way how it sits on top of the Wet n Wild Essence Primer. No, we're still keeping it old school with the dip brow. One of those products that I've found just works with my brows, especially since they're ombre powder brows. Need to get them touched up pretty soon. But I just lightly fill them in. Even though they are fading, it still looks okay when I'm not wearing any makeup. Depending really on what eye look we go with, I might end up filling them in just a little bit more, making them darker. I'm gonna set the brows with the Lawless Hold Up Soft Set Creamy Brow Wax, and this one is in medium dark. It just has a little spoolie. I'm just gonna run it through really quickly. Yesterday did try the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, shade Vanilla Swirl, but I think the shade is a little bit too light for my liking. I might have to exchange it. Might have to go with, I think it's Soft Biscuit if I'm not mistaken. We're just going to use the Sephora Best Skin Ever. It's a full coverage multi-use concealer in the shade 20N, which has been like one of my go-to products. I love this concealer because it's very affordable. It's a Sephora brand and it gets the job done. I'm gonna set it with the One Size translucent powder from Patrick Starr. It's always fun playing around with makeup. I don't know why we haven't been filming Get Ready With Me's as of lately. These are a little bit more chill, more personal. For the shadow today, we're going to be trying out from Kaja. It's one of their new Beauty Bentos, Forest Night. Haven't even opened it yet, but this is what it looks like. Just like a little trio set. Ooh, wow, that's like a topper. Earthy Glam, Wood Breeze, and what's the next one down? This one is Night Haze. Let's do a little swatch of all of these. Ooh, because this trio doesn't have a true transition color, just something to wash really quickly into the crease. Warm tone brown. This is from the Wander Beauty Sweet Escape. Yeah, Sweet Escape palette in Vacation Mode. I just want to sweep this right into the crease just so that we can really blend this out. So use any color that you have that's a warm medium brown. Let's just go actually all over the lid. I want to do something really simple. Right into the crease, let's just use Forest Night. Dome-shaped brush that's fanned out a little bit more. Not so dense. Not so dense, but we just want to go right into the socket of the eye. And maybe a little above, just so that we can actually see this color. And we're gonna wing it out just a little bit, flick it out to help elongate the eyes. If I went straight in with this dark shade, it would have just been too much. There wouldn't have been a gradation. Always good to have some sort of transition color. The tail of the brow is a little bit long. We gotta fix that. Flick it up. Let's take another brush that's a little bit fluffier. This one comes to a point and just blend this out. All over the lid, Wood Breeze, denser flat brush. Could have used my finger, but I want to be a little bit more precise. That's pretty. I'm gonna drag it out a little bit to help elongate the eye. Flick it out. Not sure if we're gonna use the topper because, I mean, we probably could, maybe like right on the center, just to help open this area. Could probably just pat it. Maybe it would have been better if I just, oh yeah, way better if you just use your finger. It's more of a topper. See why it's not, the color payoff isn't like intense, but I think this right now is good. Curl the lashes. Love this eyelash curler, by the way, from Revlon because it actually curls the lashes. My lashes are like straight and they point down, but this thing really curls them. Always feel like it's never complete unless I actually tightline. It's just a personal preference. It's a personal preference, but it doesn't feel complete unless I do this, especially when applying false lashes. By the way, drinking Alani Breezeberry. Yeah, Breezeberry. Need all the energy. For this look, wanted to do something different. So we're gonna be using the Urban Decay 24/7 inks, which is pretty new. Lizzie, my friend here, what would Lizzie do? She invited and we had such a great time. It was honestly like one of the best events I've been to in quite some time. Everybody was so nice, friendly, smiling, vibe was very good, and they just had so many photo ops. It has an ergonomic handle. So this is what it looks like. So it's blue. Let's just take the dark brown and close off this end. See how we flicked it out? Just gonna sweep it right along the lash line. This completes the look. And then now we can go over top with deep end. And I hope this shows up. Oh yeah, it does. Woo! Because of the dark brown, it's not too blue. That's why it's called deep end. We always use black liner, so this is a nice change. It could be scary playing around with color, especially when it comes to makeup, but a good way how to switch it up is maybe trying a different liner. Clean this up with some concealer and then let's move on to the under eyes. Before we move on to the under eye concealer, let's actually pop on the lashes. Been really enjoying these from Kiss. They did send this over. It's the Lash Couture The Muses collection in the style Sire. Just cleaned these today because really wanted to wear them tonight. They give the eyes a bit more drama. Also did trim them a bit, but I'm just gonna pop these on with some of the Kiss 3D lash adhesive and then we'll apply some under eye concealer. The eyes are good. Just went back with some of the deep end liner to clean it up a little bit. Let's move on to under eye concealer and we're gonna use the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Concealer. Place some here. And I know a little goes a long way, but girl, my under eyes have just been looking pretty terrible. No lie. And we're gonna place some up here. I wanna highlight. We're gonna mix it with the Revlon Universal Brightener, the 3-in-5, or it's a 5-in-1 concealer. It's the Skin Awaken Caffeine Plus Vitamin C. This has like a pinkish tint to it. I'm almost out of it. I've been trying to look for the one from Maybelline, but you know, the Instant Age Rewind, that one has been around for the longest time and then everybody has been purchasing it, right? So I haven't been able to find it. But I do like this one from Revlon. It helps brighten the under eyes because my under eyes just needs all the help it can get. Just want to be careful when we're next to the liner. Don't want to mess it up. By the chin. Set the under eye concealer. Been loving this one from Huda Beauty. It's her powder in Cherry Blossom Cake. It's an easy bake powder. You will see like how it brightens the under eye, but it doesn't have any flashback. You don't want to bake, you want to press. That's the thing about this product. Don't bake with it, press it into the skin with one of these puffs. Because if I bake with this, I've tried it and it creases like crazy. So just pressing it, it gets the job done. Press it right here and right down here. Let's finish up the eyes and go back with a bit of, did I call this Forest Night? It's not Forest Night. This one is called Night Haze, and we're just gonna sweep this along the lower lash line, about halfway, just to balance out the eyes. You can kind of connect it right up here. For the mascara, for the bottom lash line, Essence Lash Princess. This is their false lash effect mascara in waterproof. Needing a good waterproof mascara and decided to give this one a try again. Love the regular Lash Princess. Was debating which contour to use, if we should go with the e.l.f. Halo Glow contour or if we should just use a powder contour, but I think for today we're just going to use a powder contour. This is one of my favorites. It's from Vice Art in the shade Bronze Noir. Contouring the nose, just an extra step that I love to do. Bronzer is from W7. We talked about this bronzer in March Obsessions. It's from W7 in the shade Honolulu. Satin finish. We're just gonna warm up the face a bit because we need to bring back some of that warmth to the face because we're looking really pale right now. Bring it up into the hairline. Because the eyes are so dramatic, I want to keep the cheeks a little bit more subtle, so we're going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Blush in the shade Candlelit. Ooh, I think I applied a little bit too much, but that's okay. I'm gonna blend it out. Camera just completely died. If you applied a little bit too much, just blend it in with a damp sponge. Just pat it right over. I love the glow it gives the skin. And then just blend it out. For highlight, e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand in Champagne Campaign. And right on the nose, around the Cupid's bow. Filmed a whole review on these, by the way, which I'll link at the end of this video in case you're interested. Just gonna take the damp sponge, go over it really quickly, just so that it melts into the skin. Huda Beauty Powder in Pound Cake, just to sharpen up cheekbones. Love doing this extra step. I'm gonna do my hair and then we will apply the lip product. I already dusted off the powder which I baked with, so normally I'll take whatever's left on the contour brush and just blend it in a little bit just so that it's not super harsh. Fill in the Beauty Mark with the Lottie London Freckle Tint. This one isn't dark brown, I believe. Oh no, it's called Deep because the makeup covers it. I need to get another one of these. It's perfect. For the lips, let's dust a little bit of powder right over top to line it with LA Girl Shockwave Lip Liner in Gingerbread. Lipstick is from Revlon. This is one of their mattes. It's in 011 Untold Stories. It's more of like a nudie pink. It's so matte. I need to put a lip gloss over it because you can see, like, look at that. You have the little ring there. So we're going to use the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. I've never tried this before. Try it out. Tastes a little bit cinnamony. Has a bit of sparkle, so it makes the lips look extra plump. For the T-zone, we're going to use the One Size powder, and we're just going to lightly dust over the T-zone. Oh, you know what? It has a little bit more of a like a peppermint sensation. I like to apply this to the T-zone because it does get pretty oily, but not a lot, just on the T-zone. And then for the chin area, I'll take a puff and then press it because it helps smooth out any texture. And right here into the nose. Set everything with the Benefit Professional Super Setter. Here's the completed look. Let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think of the eye look we created today? It's definitely a little bit neutral, but with that pop of blue. It's very complimentary, I think, to the lips, to the blush. Really, really do love it. It's fun to play around with color, especially now that we're in the springtime. And then, of course, approaching into the summertime. Let me know if you would try this look out, if you happen to recreate it with any of these products, which I will link down below, or recreate it with any of the products that you currently own. I would love to see your creation. Make sure you tag me on Instagram, on TikTok. I'll leave all my socials down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, getting ready with me tonight. We'll definitely be vlogging this experience because it's going to be a pretty fun event. As always, chickies, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Your time is always appreciated. Have an amazing, wonderful night, evening, day, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.